Hey guys, I'm Alf. I'm reviewing Rob Zombie's new film, 31. So, right off the bat, I'll let you know that I loved this movie. I enjoyed it very much. Everybody I went with enjoyed it very much. It's a lot more like his earlier films, so if you liked House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Reject a lot, you're going to love this movie. It's not too much like Halloween 1 and 2 and Lords of Salem, even though I love those movies too. I know a lot of people don't like those. Basically, the plot is a group of carnival workers in 1976 are traveling from one job to another. And on the way, they get stopped and abducted and taken to this factory where it's like locked down and they're basically pitted against these clowns that they come one at a time or two at a time. And there's a group of rich people who set this up basically every Halloween. We had a really good cast in this film. Some of them were the regular Rob Zombie people, like obviously Sherry Moon Zombie, who played Charlie. Yeah, her character is pretty much the basic character that she usually plays, especially like in the earlier films, but not the villain this time, but still kind of the same character and attitude. Jeff Daniel Phillips was in this as Roscoe. You might remember him from Lords of Salem. He played Sherry Moon Zombie's love interest. Not so sure if he was a love interest in this film. He did obviously care about her, you could tell, and tried to save her a lot, and he was always looking for her and stuff. Lawrence Hilltop Jacobs, who I remember from Welcome Back Kotter and Cooley High when I was a kid. He played Panda. He did a great job in this film. I haven't seen him in anything in so long, but he still basically looks the same, just like a little older, even after all these years. Meg Foster from They Live played a character named Venus. She was kind of like the matriarch of the group. She was pretty tough. She did a good job. She looks really fit too. So those are the carnival workers. They're basically the protagonists of the film. When they get to the factory, we get introduced to this elite group of older people. There was three of them. Um, they seem like they reach elitists, and I guess every year they come together and they put this hunting spree together in the factory. They dress like they have like powdered faces and those old like Victorian wigs and stuff. Um, the main guy was Father Napoleon Horatio Silas Murder. Man, that's hard to say, a long ass name. But he was played by the awesome Michael McDowell, which I don't think I need to tell you where he's from. Then there was Sister Dragon, was played by Judy Greason, who was also in Lords of Salem, which she's not really known for doing horror movies. It's pretty cool that Rob Zombie's been getting her to be in his films. And then Jane Carr played Sister Serpent. I'm not really sure what she's from. I don't know her very well. But they would talk over the loudspeaker and announce them how much time they have and what clown is coming after them and stuff. They were really interesting. Malcolm McDowell was awesome, of course. He was great. And then we got the clowns. We got introduced to the first one pretty quick. He was played by Pancho Moller. His name was Sickhead, and he was a Hispanic Nazi dwarf. He was fucking great. I'm not sure if I speak Spanish fluently, so I understood a lot of what he was saying. There was no subtitles, so I don't know if people would like him as much if they didn't understand what he was saying. But he was hilarious. He was awesome. He was creepy. This little guy running around. It was fantastic. I really love that character, and I hope that actor comes out more and is in more stuff. Then we had like these two brothers. They were more clownish. They had like hillbilly outfits with clown makeup, and they both had a chainsaw. They were called Psycho Head and Schizo Head. Psycho Head was played by Lou Temple, who was Axel in The Walking Dead, if you remember that character. Then Schizo Head was played by David Uri. I don't really know him that well. I think he might have been in Breaking Bad or something. After that, we're introduced to two really funny characters who I enjoyed them very much. They were pretty cool. They had Death Head and Sex Head. Death Head was played by Torsten Voges, who's this really tall German actor. He was in Lords of Salem, and you might remember as one of the three German guys in The Big Lebowski, the really tall one. He was funny. He was pretty cool. He was a little goofy, but still kind of menacing and stuff. It was funny. Accompanying Death's Head was Sex Head, who was played by E.G. Daily, who's more of a voice actress. She's really famous for like playing Buttercup and Powerpuff Girls and Tommy and Rugrats. Her character was kind of like a Harley Quinn kind of character, like the female clown with pigtails, the white makeup, kind of like a punk rock attire, sexy punk rock attire. I guess that's why she was called Sexhead. Her character was really cool. She was funny, kind of like a doll, creepy kind of thing. There's like one scene that really stuck out to me throughout the whole film, which Rob Zombie did a great job doing this part. It was like there was like a strobe light, and she was on top of one of the dudes with the knife, and that just like the way the strobe was shining on her face with the knife, she seemed like a marionette kind of, like a creepy fucking doll. Like it was fucking great. Freaked me out. I was like, the strobe effect kind of was hurting my eyes because it was so dark in the theater, but still, it was quite menacing, and I started feeling like a sense of dread and stuff. Like that's what Rob Zombie's really good at that. And then there was Doomhead, played by Richard Blake. I'd never really seen this guy in anything before that I noticed, at least. When I looked it up, I saw that he was in Halloween 2, well, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Kingsman, and Thor the Dark World. I guess I never really noticed him before, but this was definitely the best character in the whole film. He stuck out, definitely. Like, this guy should normally play villains, murderous villains and serial killers, because he was so good at it. He was so scary, he was psychotic. There was like scenes where he's like staring at the mirror, repeating the same thing over and over again. He was great. I really would like to see this actor in horror movies more, playing the villain. So Rob Zombie's directing was really good. He's definitely gotten better over the years. I always liked his directing. He's got a very unique style. Well, maybe not so much unique, but it's more like an homage to the old 70s and 80s horror and exploitation grindhouse films. This movie's no exception. He definitely wears his inspirations on his sleeve. I guess in conclusion, I could say it's definitely a gore fest. If you like gore, if you like that classic style of filming, like the grainy film from the '70s, and disturbing scenes and disturbing jokes, you're gonna enjoy this. There's points where you laugh at like sick stuff, and that's always funny to do. Um, Rob Zombie's definitely growing. This is a movie. He said he filmed it in 20 days, which is pretty a testament to how well he's becoming a good director. And I hope he makes more movies like this, but I also hope he still keeps experimenting, like he did with like Lords of Salem, was more like psychological and stuff. I like that too. So hopefully he can keep making like these more complex movies, and then also pump out these like movies that he can make real quick. Uh, we should be expecting a lot more movies from him in that case if he does that. Like I said at the beginning, I enjoyed the movie very much. And the other two people I went to go see it enjoyed it too. We had a great time. Someone set off the fire alarm while we were watching it, and the fire alarm was going off for a while. First, we thought it was part of the movie, and then I saw the light in the back of the theater, and I was like, "Oh, somebody set off the fire alarm. Maybe the movie was too disturbing for them. They ran out the emergency exit." But we got free tickets from the theater for that, so that's always cool. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a rating system yet, but if I was to rate this film, I would give it an A, with A plus being the highest. So it's slightly below the highest rating it could get. All right, well, that's my first review. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff that people say on YouTube. But hopefully, I'll be making a lot more, and I'll be able to post more often, and maybe eventually get some better equipment and become more comfortable with this. This was nerve wracking. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.